Right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Online students, can you hear me? Online students, can you hear me? Yeah. Last class, I requested you to develop linked list of all operations by your own. Hope you tried. If not tried, try today so that it will be benefited for you to pass interview easily. If you don't work, you will not get confidence. Remember, it is your responsibility to increase your confidence. Further, what work I am guiding accordingly. Now let's try to understand the next data structure or the next collection, that is stack. Okay, stack. What is stack? Stack is a yeah, it is also one data structure. What is a data structure? Structuring the data is called data structure. Data structure. Structure is what? A organized thing is called what? Structure. What you are structuring? Data you are structuring. So what is a stack? It is one of the data structures. When to use it? It is used for storing objects in last in first out order. Okay, storing or retrieving. Last in first out order, storing or retrieving. Huh? Everybody saying storing. Yeah, something okay. Storing also accepted, but it is not actually storing. It is what? Retrieving. Okay, it is used for retrieving objects in last in first out order. What is the meaning of? Now I am creating stack object. Stack equal to new stack. Okay, then I call stack dot add up double quotes say, then stack dot add up double quotes b next stack dot add up double quotes c. Okay, let's say multiple objects section. Then everyone tell me, if I write system dot out and println stack, what is the printing order? Is it a comma b comma c na or c comma b comma a? What is last in first out? What is last in C? What should come out first? C. What is the data structure, memory flow, memory diagram? Stack memory diagram is like a jar. You know jar? Water bottle is a jar. A bowl is a jar. A box is a jar. Okay. You are storing, for example, your mother prepared some eating food, laddus. Okay, now she's taken one jar and adding first laddu, second laddu, third. And tell me, on top of that remaining laddus will be added, and last place laddu is available on top. What is this is called top item. Okay, whatever you are storing inside the stack is not called element, it is called what? Item. Okay, this is top item. First, what is stored? A stack you can consider as a Rex. The stack can be considered as Rex. Tell me now. First added object is what? A. A is dropped down, and then B, and then C, and then D, and then E, and top item is what? F. Listen carefully. Storing objects inside this array is called storing objects inside stack is called not added. It is called what? Push. Okay, what you call it as push. Why? Because from the top we are pushing inside the stack now. That's why it is called what? Push. Next, retrieving object out from the stack is not called getter. It is called what? Pop. What is the operation of the pop? Pop will retrieve, okay, remove, then return. It performs triple R operation. What is that? Pop method first take the object, retrieve, then it will remove the object from the stack and then return that object to our program. return that object to our program. So what the operations doing? First step, retrieving, or it is retrieving. Okay, then next second operation, what it is doing? Removing. Okay, third operation, what is doing? Returning. So pop method perform what operation? Retrieve, remove, return operation. Is it clear? Now, if I call pop method second time again, if I call pop method again, if I call pop method again, what happened? If we call pop method second time, the second top item will be retrieved, then what? Removed, and then what? Returned. Okay, every time when you call pop method, what happened? Always the top item is retrieved, removed, and then returned. Understood? Tell me, if you want to retrieve nth element or nth item in the stack, can I directly retrieve? Can I directly retrieve? No. No. What I have to do? N minus 1 items I have to I have to remove. Yes or no? What is last in first out concept? Last in first out means if I want to reach to nth item, for example, I want to reach to B. What the B item? From top 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a top item. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to come to nth item 5, then what I have to do? You must remove n minus 1, 4 items has to remove. Then all I can reach to what? 5. Yes or no? Don't listen. Just visualize the real life example. What was told? Your mother has prepared your favorite food and placed inside a jar. For example, biryani prepared, placed in the box. The first piece of the biryani placed inside on the down. If you want to eat that last piece, first of all, the top layer pieces, everything you have to complete now. So that's what I'm saying. Nth item, if you want to retrieve, n minus 1 items you have to remove. Then who is doing that job? Who is doing that job? Pop method. So push method is used for storing the items. Pop method is used for retrieving the item. It is just a retriever, retrieve, remover. Retrieve, remove, and return. No, sir, I don't want to remove. I just want to retrieve, return. I just want a retrieve return. Then there is another method called peek. What method is? Peek method. What this peek method is doing? It will retrieve the object, return the object. Okay, retrieve object and return the object. It will not remove the object. Then immediate next question should come to your mind. What is that? Hello. If I call peek method again, what is the output will get? Come on. If I call peek method again, what happened? If you call peek method again, what will get? Come on, how much time will take? C na B na? B. Already I have given one explanation here, right? What? If we want to go to fifth element, 4 elements must be removed. Peek method, removing or not removing? Then if you call peek method second time, what will you get? One. Try to answer. What you will get? C na B na? C only you will get, man. Stack will always remove. Sorry, stack will always return top item. What is the top item now? C. If I call top item again, then what happened? If I call peak method again, who is the top item? C1. But in the previous we got to D now because E is removed. Because F is removed. When I call pop method, what happened? Every time object is retrieve, remove, return. Since F is gone, the next top item is what? E. E is gone. Next top item is D. C. C is the next top item. Are you calling pop method or peak method? What the functionality peak method? Retrieve. Retrieve. Retrieve underscore R. Retrieve return. Removing is not happening. That means who is the top item always? Then peak method 100 times I call. What is the output? C1. Okay, now? Don't disconnect from the previous point to answer the next point. Online students, understood? This is the stack data structure functionality. Now let us try to see the program. Everyone understood? That is the data structure and it's a working functional. Now let's see the program. What is the method for storing object? Add a pusher. Pusher. What is the method for retrieving? Get a popper. Pop and peak. What is the difference between peak and pop? Pop will retrieve the top item, remove and return. Whereas peak method only remove, it will not remove. If you call pop method multiple times, every time you will get new object. Pop method, same object or new object? Pop, new object. Peak, same. Look, stack of objects. A, B, C, D, E, F. 6 objects I have stored. Printing the stack. And tell me now. What is the order of elements are displayed? A to F or F to N? A to F or F to N? Right. F to? Wonderful. What is your answer? A to F or F to N? Your answer. But what is JV answer? That's why I told you. LIFO is storing order or retrieving order? Retrieving order. Not storing order. Now I have a question. Everyone think. The memory diagram, what I have shown you and what everyone is saying, is it possible to implement that memory diagram? What is the memory diagram? This is the memory diagram everybody is saying for stack. First the diagram is what is this memory structure? Is it a variable or object or what is this? How can this is variable? This is array object. Okay, this is class object. Right? This is the class object. It doesn't. What is this? This diagram is conceptual diagram. This jar diagram is just a conceptual diagram. But if you want to implement this diagram technically in the program, not possible. Okay. Then how to implement stack functionality? To implement stack functionality, again you have to use what? Array work. Which array? Object array work. In that object array, in 0 location, what is stored? A. 1 location, B, C, D, E, F. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell me, what is this order? Leaf order or insertion order? Storing order is insertion. But you want retrieving order should be what? Last in first. That means whenever you call pop method, the logic of the pop method is what? Return. Which object? Last object. How can you go to the last object? Element data. Array name is what? Element data, na? Element data of. What should I pass? How can I get the last element? N minus 1. What is N? What is N minus 1? N means what here? Popular return type is object. Return. Where is object available? Element data. Right? This is element data array. Tell me. From element data, I should return. What should I give here? Where is the last element available, man? What is the index number of this last element? Now 5, dynamically, programmatically, what is the last index number? Where the last index number information available? Length. Length is the capacity. Totally how many locations available in this array? 10 locations. If I give length minus 1, what will get? 9 will come. In the 9th location, no element available. It will throw array index out of one section. You are working with direct object array, no? Working with the collection object array. Collection object array. Collection object array, your element, if you want access, you must use length or you must use. Length is nothing but capacity. Right. I already told. Length is nothing but capacity. Now you have to work with what? Element location. These element locations are called length, capacity, or what? Size. The size is retrieved by using what? Element count. Na? So what I have to pass here? Element data of what I have to pass here? Element count minus 1. Size minus 1 or element count minus 1. So tell me, when we call pop method, what is the logic of pop method running? Return element data of element count minus 1. Hey, you are talking about pop or peak? Pop. What pop has to do? It has to directly return a? No. First it has to retrieve. Retrieve means what? Object item equal to. After retrieving, what should do? Remove. Right? Remove off. Already there is a method called remove. No? Remove off. What? Element count minus 1. And then return item. This is the logic. 3 steps. What is the first step? Retrieve. Second step, remove. Third step, return. So, storing order is insertion order. Retrieving order is what? Last in, first out order. That means inside push method, do you have any extra logic or implicitly just calling add method? Just calling add method. Just calling add method. Doing nothing. Inside pop method, what logic is there? First retrieve. Which element retrieve? Last. Retrieve last element and then remove last element and return the last element. Tell me, what is the logic of peek method? Tell me. Public. Return type is what? Object. Method name is what? Peek of open bracket. What is the logic of peek method? Is it required to remove? No. Directly return. Return. What should return? Element data of element count minus 1. Semicolon. Only one line is there in the peek method. So whatever the element available in the last location, that element will be last location means what? Last element means last added, last stored. Okay. Last in item will be retrieved. So this is the basic idea you must remember working with stack. Now my conclusion is very important. Stack memory structure, like everybody saying, It is not technically implemented. It's just your understanding concept wise. Technically, what is using object array? Which object array it is? Growable array. Then this growable array implementation already provided in add method in which class? Vector. Yes or no? Vector class is a legacy class. Stack is also legacy class. 1.0 collection. In vector class, already object array is there. Already object array growable nature is already available. Already size method available, capacity method available. That means stack required all functionality already available in vector. Then if I create again the same implementation, if again provided in stack, it is a repeated code or not? Then what you suggest me? What you suggest me? You want me to write again and again, or you want to extend the vector to stack? Class stack extends vector. Then tell me, sir, already vector is nothing but stack, no, sir. But the terminology of the vector, the terminology of the stack is different, no? So that's why in stack class, the extra methods are provided called public, void. But actually, they given object as a return type. I don't know why. Public object. Method name is what? Push. What is object? Object obj. Okay, not object obj. It is called object item. Open bracket. What internally calling simply add. Add of item and return item. Why they are returning the same item? Don't know. Or maybe for local variable to store, because it's going inside. Now, for holding outside, maybe they are returning. Next, what is the logic for pop method? Public. Return type is what? Object. Method name is what? Pop of open bracket. Inside, what is there? Object. Object item equal to element data of element count -1. Element count -1. The next, remove of element count -1. Next, return. Right. Okay. What the logic of peak method? Public object peak of open bracket. Simply return element data of element count minus. Close this. This is the step. Tell me, is stack internally using its own logic or simply calling the methods of vector? Then why extra stack class is given? For terminology purpose. Stack terminology purpose. What is stack terminology? Push, pop, peek. This is the terminology of the stack. Only for representing the terminology of the stack, they have given three methods. Inside three methods, they are calling vector class methods only. So tell me, stack is internally a vector. Internally it is maintaining object array. Dekho memory diagram. If something is not understanding, means it is purely your mistake. You are not daily practicing, not trying to remember for next class. That is only the mistake. Okay, now again I'm saying, if something is not understanding to you, means it's purely your solo mistake. Don't blame Java or don't blame me. It is a solo your mistake only. You are not daily, not practicing, not trying to remember the points for the next class. This is only the problem. So just introspect yourself, check yourself. This is the conceptual diagram and it is not possible to implement. So what is the actual diagram? Vector. Stack internally is a subclass of vector. When you create stack object, internally contains vector memory, internally element counter, element data, and then internally contains object array. Object inside object array, the elements are stored. So push method internally calling add method. As many push methods you call those many times repeatedly, add method is called. Elements are added in the vector object array. Pop method, first step retrieve, second step remove, third step return. And pick method simply retrieve and return. So this is the diagram of stack. Now with this knowledge, now tell me what is the pop functionality? Show your talent. Pop method remove top item and return. F is removed. Top item is what? F. Last in item, top item is removed, return, not there in the stack. If I call pop method one more time, again the next top item is removed. E removed, return, and then not there in the stack. If I call pop method again, the next top item is removed and removed. Now the stack is what? ABC. And now this ABC, if I call pick method for three times what return? Same object, C will return. If I call again, what will happen? Again, C only will come. Again, C only will come. Is that element C removed or not? Okay, now next very important. What is the difference between linked list and stack? Linked list allows us to retrieve which order? Sequentially. Stack allows us to retrieve which order? Last in first. What is the difference between sequential and last in first? Listen carefully. If I want to go to nth object in sequential manner, do we need to remove n-1 elements? In a sequential way, if you want to retrieve the nth item, do we need to remove n-1 items? Yes or required, not required? Not required. No need to remove n-1 items. Just we are traveling over those items. Once I reach nth item, just I am retrieving the nth item. What we are doing? Traveling, iterating. Traveling is also called what? Iterating. Just we are iterating 0 to n-1 elements, retrieving nth item. In the collection, all n-1 items are available. Yes. After retrieving nth item, n-1 items are available. Is my terminology understanding? In my academics, my faculty used to use this terminology. Nth item, n-1 item. N got frustration. N means, for example, fifth item I want to reach. To reach fifth item, first I have to travel what? N-1, 4 items. Are these 4 items are removed or not removed? Not removed. They are there in the linked list? Yes. If you take stack diagram, if I want to reach to nth item, fifth item, then the first 4 items should be there in the stack or removal. All 4 items must be removed, then only I can reach to what? Fifth item. If the n-1 items, 4 items are not removed, we cannot retrieve the fifth item. So that is the difference between sequential flow of retrieving, LIFO flow of retrieving. Okay, clear? Now I have a question, very important. Think. Because stack is a subclass of vector, can I call vector methods directly? This is my stack. Already items are available. Tell me, can I insert item by using add method? Possible or not possible? I want to retrieve the item from the stack by using get method. Possible or not possible? Possible. Okay, we can insert the element in the stack by using add method. We can retrieve the elements from the stack by using get method, but this is a wrong approach. Why? Then, if you call add method, where is the stack nature? If you call get method random access, if you go for random access, where is the stack nature? LIFO order. If you wanted to add object as you like, retrieve object as you like, then why did you use the stack? Don't use stack. Use what? Understood? Got clarity? Then observe now, just for knowledge sake, I'm showing this. I can call add method. 5 is stored. I can get the objects randomly by calling get method 0 index and second index. So because stack is subclass of vector, we can call vector methods for adding and retrieving. Next, very, very important. Java 5 version onwards. From Java 5 version onwards, it is not recommended to use stack. It is recommended to use ArrayDQ instead of stack for retrieving objects in LIFO order. Okay, for retrieving objects from LIFO order, for retrieving objects in LIFO order, from Java 5 version onwards, it is not recommended to use. It is not recommended to use stack. Okay, it is recommended to use ArrayDQ. Why? Tell me, stack is printing elements in which order? Printing. Insertion order. Is it a confusion? Next, stack is using whose implementation? Stack own implementation or vector implementation? Vector implementation. That is again wrong. Stack and stack la unda. Why you are doing as a vector? That is a wrong implementation. That's why don't use stack. Use what? ArrayDQ. If I use ArrayDQ, it will print elements in last in first out order. Retrieve elements in last in first out. Storing last in first out. Retrieving is also last in first out. And it providing its own implementation. Not using vector stack implementation. Next, stack is synchronized or non-synchronized? Stack is synchronized or non-synchronized? Synchronized. Stack is a subclass of vector. Vector is, it is using vector implementation. That's why when you are answering, consider the previous points, completed points. Ask some questions. Stack is a subtype of vector. It internally calling the vector class method. Vector class methods are what? Synchronous. Automatically stack methods also become what? Synchronous. Synchronized implementation. Stack is slow execution or fast execution? Slow execution. Then ArrayDQ, fast execution. Understood? Why? Because it is not synchronous. So it is not recommended to use for retrieving objects for storing and retrieving. Let me write. For storing and retrieving objects in LIFO order from Java 5 version onwards, it is not recommended. It is not recommended to use stack. It is recommended to use ArrayDQ. Understood? Read all points now. Working with stack. A stack is a legacy collection. It is available from Java 1.0. It is a subclass of it. We must choose stack when we want to retrieve objects in LIFO order. It is a synchronized collection, ordered collection, because its retrieving order is precise. It's not changing time to time, last in first order. It is its implement data structure is stack. Class name is stack. Data structure name is also stack. Real world mobile is mobile. Class name is also mobile. Its a default capacity is 10 and incremental capacity is double. Why? Double or plus root. Why? Because it's a vector. It's internally what? Vector. All 4 types of objects are allowed. Null is allowed. Multiple nulls are allowed. Objects are stored in insertion order with index. Very, very important. Stack doesn't store objects in LIFO. It stores objects in insertion order. Next, we can retrieve objects. Which order? LIFO order. In LIFO order. Also, we can retrieve objects randomly and sequentially. Randomly by calling get method, sequentially by calling get method in the for loop. But what is the major requirement? Last in first. Tell me. ArrayDQ supports retrieving object randomly, sequentially. No. And it's a pure stack implementation problem. And tell me, you take any collection in search and remove operations. Inside contains and remove methods. Inside contains comma, index of and remove methods. double equal to operator and java.length of objects class equals method is called, and it is executed from our searching and removing objects class, that is string integer double. Okay, if equals method is not overridden, searching object compare with the objects available in the collection by using reference. The new reference objects cannot find the existing objects. If it is overridden, then compare with the data. Even the object with new reference, existing objects can be found. Next, stack class constructors. Only one constructor is available. Stack class methods. The stack class represents a last in first out stack of objects. It extends a class vector with 5 operations that allow a vector to be treated as stack. So that means stack is really implemented on just converting vector as stack, vector as stack. The usual push and pop operations are provided as well as method to peek at the top item of the stack. A method to test for whether the stack is empty. A method to search the stack from the top item discovered from the top. Okay. Push, pop, peek, search, and empty. Okay, these are 5 methods, and this is the program working on stack. Is it clear? So these are the all points you have to remember. Hope you will practice. Again, I'm saying Java is very easy. If you don't practice, not only Java, any subject is difficult. Even your road, go to your house also difficult. Yes, sir. If you don't remember, you don't know how to go to your house. It's a simple fundamental from the child. If you don't remember your father, mother face, you don't know who is your father. If you don't remember your face yourself, you don't know who are you. Everything is working on only what? Remember. How can I remember? By revision. How can I remember? By revision, 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 revision. Okay, as many times possible, those many times you have to do revision until you remember. No, sir, I never revise, sir. Waste of the time. I am Eka Santagrahi. Just by listening class, I can show my talent, but you never remember anything. You know, in my MCA time, MCA as a student, all the up to intermediate, okay, after intermediate, because we have a free time. No one is there with us to monitor us, control us, right? Okay, first let me tell this and I'll come. Linked list is a runtime polymorphic nature collection. It provides multiple type inheritance. If you want to use linked list as collection, create object and assign to collection. If you want to use linked list as a list, create object and assign to list. If you want to use as a queue, create object and assign to queue. If you want to use linked list as a DQ, create object and assign to DQ. So what is the meaning of you have to use linked list as a collection, linked list as a list, linked list as a queue, linked list as a DQ? Meaning is on this object, I must perform only collection operations, store, retrieve, search, remove. And insert, replace, sort operations, I don't want support. Then don't call those methods. Where that insert, replace, sort methods available, list. If I store linked list object inside a collection reference variable, collection dot c dot, what methods I can call? Only the methods available in collection. So now I'm using linked list object as which type? Collection. Understood? If I store linked list object in a list, then I can use it as a collection. Also, I can use it as a list. Can I use as a queue and DQ? If I want to use it as a queue, then assign to queue method only you can. If I want to use a DQ, then assign to DQ, only DQ will be used. If I want is linked list of all these 4 types, create linked list, assign the object to linked list variable. Then LL dot, I can call the methods of all these 4 interfaces now. That's what the point I have. Is it clear? This is the important point. Please try to visualize this. Until list implemented class is completed, topic will be little slow. Once it's completed, you will have some flow in your brain. Then whatever I'm talking, you can easily, fastly you can understand. Okay. Now, seventh one. Here totally 3 points I'm uploading. Seventh one, first stack. PRF means what? Performance. Right. COMPR means comparison. Performance comparison. And then summary. Will Chrome become very slow? Why? It's making me cry like anything. Anybody have an idea how to improve its speed? In your system also Google Chrome running slow. Only in my system. If it is everywhere the same problem is because they almost time it is true. There are online students in your system. Is it slow or fast? Faster. Wow. Look at this summary table. All four collections comparison summary table. Okay, all parts are clear. So this is incremental capacity double plus one, space was not there. And here incremental capacity one or half. Here 0, 1, incremental capacity 1. And here same as vector. Okay, 10, incremental capacity double or plus all objects. And what is the difference between vector and array list? Only synchronized, non-synchronized. And next, double half. Only these two differences remaining, all points are same. Okay, and very important, what the difference between array list and linked list? Difference is what? Array list, double linked list, and it's a resizable array, double linked list. And next, it's a default capacity and default capacity zero. And it store objects with index, it store objects without index. And retrieving order sequential random, it's retrieving order only sequential. Okay, stack. A store it retrieve objects LIFO, but random access is also. Understand? With this, we completed list implemented classes, all points. And I have updated Google Classroom with the program to test function, performance issue preview, all four collections in remove operation, retrieve insert operation, searching operation, retrieving operation, add operation. Just what you need to do, run these programs in your system, and which collection is giving less time, that will be the fast execution. Okay, and you finally observe array list is always fast. So in projects, which collection we are using? Array list. From the index point of, if we want to store, retrieve and remove objects, then always we will use array list. So 99% of the time in projects, our collection is always what? Array list. That's all for linked list implementation classes. Tomorrow we'll start what a set. Okay, now? Thank you. That's all for today. See you tomorrow. More 3 days. Okay, for 3 days we can complete our syllabus. If anything is pending, we'll have class on Sunday also. Okay, now? Thank you.